the traffic management or waste management or water distribution or electricity management, all those things are done by using IoT. Farming is one of the sector that will benefit the most from the Internet of Things. So if I consider any retail shop nowadays, they are going to use IoT. Hello to all, a warm welcome to my new session on digital fluency, and the topic is applications of Internet of Things. I'm Revati from the Department of Computer Science, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. So dear student, in my today's session, at the beginning, I'm going to deal with the applications of IoT. So here, what is IoT? That is nothing but I have internet and I'm going to control all the electronic equipments through the internet, that is known as IoT. And in my today's session, I'm going to deal with the different uses of IoT. Before going to start my today's session, let's recall the topic which I have covered in my last session. So dear student, in my last session, I started with the applications of big data. That means the different uses of big data. But in my today's session, I'm going to start with the applications of Internet of Things. So dear student, what is thing here? Here things are nothing but all the electronic device, and I'm going to control all the electronics devices through the internet connection, that is known as Internet of Things. At the beginning, I'm going to have smart home. So what is smart home? If I consider any home, each home must have some electronic equipment. Now, I want to control those equipment from where I am. Suppose think that I'm watching TV. Now, I want to control the oven which is kept in the kitchen. How I'm going to control? Through the cell phone. Now, to control the oven which is placed in the kitchen done by the internet. That means I want to connect from the cell phone. I'm going to control the oven. To control oven, I require internet connection. So here, if I consider home, in home I have refrigerator, I have washing machine, I want to control bulb, doorbell, window, door lock, all those things I want to control or I want to manage. To manage that, I'm going to use IoT. So here, one of the best and the most practical application of IoT is smart homes. Really takes both convenience and home security. So here I'm going to consider home convenience as well as I want to provide the security. And another example, I want to watch the CCTV record. Now, think that I'm at my store and I want to watch the CCTV record. How? I just want to connect CCTV to my cell phone. By using my cell phone, I can able to watch the recorded video. That is done by using IoT. So, there are different levels at which IoT is applied for smart home, and best one is blends intelligent utility system as well as entertainment together. Now, the next application here is smart city. So, what is smart city? I want clean city and all the functions are managed properly. And how can I make smart city by using IoT? And how I can able to make it smart city by the proper garbage collection or proper water supply or proper water purifying. All those things are done by using IoT. So here, with the help of internet access to people in a city, but to the devices it is as well. That what smart cities are supposed to made. That means I want to control, I want to manage all the things by using devices. To manage all the things, I required internet connection. And most of the corporations are going to use IoT in order to manage the traffic, or in order to manage the water supply, or in order to manage water purifying, or in order to manage the garbage collection. So here, the traffic management or waste management or water distribution or electricity management, all those things are done by using IoT. Now, if I consider another application, that is self-driving cars. So here, Tesla is the best example for self-driving car. Now, by using IoT, we can able to manufacture self-driving car. In future, Uber also planning to come up with the self-driving car, because if I consider human lives on the road, that means humans are walking on the road or they may cross the road. Okay, now to deal with all those situations, we require IoT. So here, this is also best example for applications of IoT. So here, the cars uses several sensors. That means if I go with the self-driving car, that uses several sensors, and that are embedded systems, connected to the cloud and the internet to keep generating data as well as sending the data to the cloud to be informed decision making through the machine learning. That means sensors are responsible for collecting the data. Once the data is collected, that is sent to the cloud infrastructure for the decision making, and that is done by using machine learning. Now, the another application here is retail shop. So if I consider any retail shop nowadays, they are going to use IoT. Now, if I consider Amazon Go, the concept store from the e-commerce gained, you should check it out right way. That means most of the retail shop, they are going to provide online shopping facility. Now, it is left to the customer to check the product as well as verify the product and go with the product. To done that, we are going to use IoT. Now, it uses of best technologies to bring the gap between the online store as well as retail store. That means IoT is mainly used to bring the gap between the online store as well as retail store. Now, the retail store allows you to go cashless by dictating money from your Amazon wallet. So here, if I consider Amazon provides e-wallet. Now, the retail stores are allowed to go cashless by using Amazon wallet. At the same time, it also adds item to your cart in real time and when you pick the product from the shelves. That means when I select any product which is displayed on the e-commerce website, that product is added to the cart. Now, the next application is farming. Now, if I consider farming, we have irrigation system. Nowadays, everything is modernized. So, by using IoT, we can able to connect the irrigation system to our cell phone. That means I can able to operate motors through the IoT. So here farming is one of the sector that will benefit the most from the Internet of Things. So many developments are happening on the tools farmers can use for agriculture. The future is sure promising. That means in the field of agriculture, we are going to use IoT. The best example I can able to here consider is irrigation system, or even I can able to consider pesticides. That means how to control the spraying of the pesticides. So here tools are being developed for drip irrigation, that is drop irrigation, understanding crop patterns, water distribution, drones for farmer surveillance and more. So here if I want to find out crop pattern, I can go with the IoT. Even to distribute the water, I can go with the IoT. So these are the some of the advantages of IoT with respect to farming or agriculture. And if I go with the next application, I'm going to have industrial internet. So dear student, this is the revolution in the field of industry and it is known as Industry 4.0. Instead of man-to-man communication, here we are going to have machine-to-machine communication. So here the industrial Internet of Things consists of interconnected sensors. That means if I go with IIoT, here we are going to have interconnected sensors. Along with that, I'm going to have instruments and other devices which is connected with computers, industrial applications like manufacturing, energy management, etc. So here all the sensors are interconnected each other or devices are interconnected each other. So here industrial IoT, that means how we are going to use Internet of Things in the field of IoT and how we can able to improve the productivity as well as how we can able to manage the supply chain as well as how we can able to improve the quality of the product by using IoT, that is Internet of Things. Now, if I consider telehealth, so here telehealth is nothing but telemedicine hasn't completely flourished yet, but in future we can able to have telemedicine. So dear student, if I consider the example here, the telemedicine includes the digital communication of medical imaging, remote medical diagnosis and evolutions, video consultation as well as specialized. So these are the some of the advantages of telehealth by using IoT, that is Internet of Things. And if I consider Smart supply chain management. That means how to maintain the supply chain. So, supply chain have stuck around in the market. That means if I want to find out where the product is, it's on the road or it's on the factory. Okay, to find out that, we are going to have IoT. That means I'm going to use the IoT in order to track the goods. So here supply chains have stuck around in the market for a while now. A common example can be solution for tracking goods. That means to track the goods which is on the road, we are going to use IoT. Along with that, backed with IoT technology, they are sure to stay in the market for a long run. By using IoT, we can able to manage supply chain. Now, if I go with traffic management, so dear student, to manage the traffic effectively nowadays, we are going to use IoT. For example, car traffic management in large cities can be greatly improved with the help of IoT. So, the IoT helps us to stay informed and improved traffic monitoring by allowing us to use our mobile phone as sensor to collect and share the data. That means by using IoT, we can able to get the informations regarding the road traffic or any accident happened. All those things I'm going to get in my fingertips. So here by using mobile phone, we can able to get the information. Now, this feeds and improves the data on the various routes to the same destination, distance and estimated arrival time. That means by gathering the data, we can able to find out the distance, as well as we can able to reach the destination so easily and so fastly. So these are the some of the advantages of IoT in terms of traffic management. And if I consider waste or water management, by using IoT, we can able to easily manage waste as well as water. That means water distribution, water purifying, all those things are comes under water management. And if I consider waste management, how to collect the waste, how to extract the waste and how to distribute the waste, all those things are comes under IoT. That is, by using IoT very effectively, we can able to manage water as well as waste, because in IoT we are going to have the sensor technology. By using sensor technology, we can very easily distribute the waste, even water. So dear student, in my today's session, I started with the applications of Internet of Things. Anyway, dear student, in my next session, I am going to deal with the applications of cloud computing. And let's meet in the next session with the new concept applications of cloud computing. Until that, keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.